to show that I'm standing outside right now because that person is harassing me every day of my life, man. They put another beer can by the tree. It's like a Mike's Hard Lemonade. It might not be the same person. I'm just making a point. There's probably like 3 or 4 different people. They're a bunch of freak weirdos, man. And they're bugging the wrong fucking person because I'm half crazy. Just so they know that, okay? I'm going to say this for this camera on my YouTube so I don't get in trouble. I am 47 years old. I don't have time for this shit, man. This person's trying to poison my dog, literally, and no one believes me. So I'm going to stand over here and catch them myself, bro. I don't care if it takes me a week. I'm going to keep coming out here, and if I'm annoying everybody, I don't give a shit. This person's been bugging me for 7 months now, man. Longer than that, probably. They threw cherry pits all over here. I told everybody with little dogs, there's cherry pits. They can hurt your dog. Nobody even takes what I'm talking about seriously. It's like if your dog eats one of those, it will die, man. They don't even believe what I'm saying to them. In the building I live in, okay? The super does not side with me. Okay? The neighbor upstairs complained about me twice in 4 months. I think it's her boyfriend doing this to me. He has a little white dog. He walks it off the leash. Someone keeps leaving dog balls. Like, I train my dog to poop right here, okay? Then all of a sudden, there's weird stuff ends up over here. Like that can of Mike's Hard Lemonade. Like the can of beer behind the retirement home earlier with half the fucking beer still in it, okay? So I picked it up with a dog shit bag and brought it in my apartment. I'm going to give all this shit to the police soon, man. I have bags and bags of shit. They throw it by the door where I live. I use that door over there. You can see the light. That's the door I take my dog out every day. They always put something right in front of the door to annoy me. That will hurt my dog, by the way. Not just like garbage, like something that will literally get stuck in her throat, hurt her. So if anybody thinks I'm crazy, I'm making this video to explain to this entire neighborhood that there's a weirdo trying to hurt my dog around here, man. And it is what it is. I'm going to stand over here if I want to. If the police come here and say, yo, why are you lingering around, weirdo? I'm going to tell the police why I'm standing out here. I'm not going to say his name, but he works for the police. He's a sergeant of the police, man. He's friends with my cousin since I was a little boy. I'm going to tell him all about this person. I have a bullet keychain, right? It's a bullet from like a keychain. From like a police officer from Comic-Con. He's like a retired policeman. He gave that to me. Okay? Then there's this policewoman there at Comic-Con. She rents a booth there. She sells beer nuts. They're called Copper something. Okay? They sell fudge and beer nuts. They were giving me beer and fudge nuts all weekend for free, bro. So yeah, keep bugging me around here trying to poison my dog with alcohol and marijuana joints. And they take literally milk bag tabs and they break them in half and put them in the middle of the sidewalk. So I thought maybe if you're walking with milk, you might break that on your leg, right? By accident, but obviously not. That happens all the time. They throw water bottle caps outside the door. Who drinks a water bottle and throws a cap on the ground? Nobody does that, bro. And all this stuff I'm talking about ends up outside after like nighttime when no kids are around. Like the cherry pits. They'd end up out here between 11 at night and 2 in the morning, bro. So you're telling me birds were doing that? Because everybody was telling me the birds are doing it. You guys can go ask Gemini. Cherry pits will kill birds. Okay, so don't feed cherries to animals in the wild, bro. It can hurt them. You can go ask Gemini. That's literally why I think it's all on purpose. Obviously, it's on purpose. I'm not being crazy. This person is persistently harassing the crap out of me. They're making me afraid. They're making me afraid to walk my dog. Every time she's sniffing the ground for more than 2 seconds, I'm afraid she's eating something, so I'm always pulling her head up. I'm always yelling at her. I'm getting friggin' mental illness, man. I have high blood pressure. I'm 47 years old. I don't want them hurting someone else's dog in the neighborhood, man. I don't want a little kid drinking a half can of fucking beer out here because some guy thinks it's funny to dump alcohol on the grass. Someone's dumped chocolate milk in 4 giant circles. Like where I'm standing, then up there, another giant circle of chocolate milk. Then 20 feet in front of that, a giant circle of chocolate milk. Then by my apartment building, 4 giant circles. That's not on purpose? I could say this all day, how many things they've done to me, man. They messed with my e-bike. Someone broke a beer bottle on my e-bike outside my window. I'm not even lying, man. This other kid, he put a friggin' aluminum fence tie thing with 2 points on it behind my tire by like a foot, thinking I'm gonna back my bike onto it where I park my bike, because his mother upstairs didn't like me. These people were from Ukraine or something. They had 8 people in a 2-bedroom apartment, man. And they would just stomp on my head. And this kid would roll this stupid outside 4-wheel truck back and forth on my head for like months, man. And I'm telling the super, and she don't even do nothing about it. Oh yeah, wait till I get a lawyer. And then the other day, the lady above me, she decides to tell the super, he was smoking weed in his apartment, it's blowing in my window. Like, no, he wasn't. And I tell the super I wasn't doing that. I wouldn't smoke weed around my dog. It could hurt her. She's like 10 pounds. Oh, well, sometimes I could smell it, Jimmy. So I've been living here over 4 years, and it's the first time my super ever said, sometimes I could smell weed, Jimmy. Well, yeah, everybody in my building probably smokes marijuana. I live in a low-income neighborhood, bro. A lot of people probably do worse than marijuana. So I'm literally 47 being told, hey, I smelled weed coming in my window. It must be the guy underneath me because I don't like the guy and I'm going to cause trouble for him. Get it? The lady wears like freaking COVID mask around still, bro. What are you hiding your face from? You a stripper? I want to know about her character references, about her background. I drove taxi in this city at both casinos for 4 years for Paul Walker. He was friends with my stepfather. He knew me when I was a little boy. I used to drive taxi all by myself with nobody holding my hand. I guess I'm not mentally retarded after all, am I, everybody? I've been a security guard for over 10 years. I have a police clearance. I'm bonded by the police. I used to hand my guard reports into the police. Okay, I'll shut up, okay? I don't appreciate this shit, bro. So there's one person watching me. If you're the guy in my building that I think's trolling me, why didn't you leave me alone, bro? Or so before you get steamrolled over. I'm going to go to Cayuga to this 80-year-old Native American shaman, and I'm going to make him curse you, bro. With all the objects you throw around that I've been collecting, I'm going to give them to this guy, and he's going to curse you, the person doing stuff to me, okay? And that's literally what's going to happen. So he's going to put a curse on you, and he's going to bless me with powers so you can't bug me anymore, and I don't get mad anymore. And every time you do something to me, you're going to get a karmic infinity of bad stuff happening to you. And if you don't believe in that kind of stuff, whatever, bro. I believe in that kind of stuff. Because whoever's doing this neighborhood has no respect for this retirement home, for any little kids around here, for any of the little animals, the cats that might get hurt by what they're throwing around here, the little squirrels, the birds. But guess what? I am nature boy, bro. I have been meditating for over 15 years. I have been doing a keto for over 20 years. I know some karate shit because my cousin was a 3rd-degree black belt. And he hung himself. His name was Jim Hanley. Because I am 47 years old. I am not in my 20s or 30s. I am old as hell, bro. And I am pissed off. And I'm allowed to be pissed off if someone's trying to hurt my dog, which didn't do anything to anybody in the whole universe, bro. It's a cute little dog that I yell at all the time. Someone called animal cruelty on me 2 years ago for the dog I bought, okay? My chihuahua had a heart attack and died in front of me in my apartment. It was like 3 in the morning. My mom came. I couldn't take her to the thing fast enough. She passed away. She was old. I spent $8,600 on surgeries on that chihuahua. I paid $100 to rescue that chihuahua. I had surgery on that dog. I had 1 tooth in its mouth because I had rotten teeth when I rescued it. Its spine was sticking out. Its ribs were sticking out. It was almost dead, bro. I rescued it when it was 6 months old. I paid $100 to some guy. We rescued it from a girl who left it in a cage for 14 hours a day and starved it half to death. Then I spent, like I said, $8,600. She had 3 different surgeries to save her life. Then she died in my apartment over there. So I bought this new dog. And my other dog, by the way, I'd walk off the leash. It would listen to everything. I love that dog more than anything in the world. It was like my baby. Anyway, this guy decides I'm going to mess with this guy's dog that I bought to replace the dog I cared about more than anything in the whole universe. So he thinks it's a smart idea to bug me, bro. Over and over and over. This has been going on for like 7 months, man. It's more than one person, by the way. So I really want this person to tell me or the police why their hidden agenda to keep harassing someone when you're literally making no money out of it. It doesn't make any sense, bro. That tree over there has a Mike's Hard Lemonade, 7% alcohol. I don't know if they drank it and then threw the empty can there, or if they dumped the can around the tree, because I take my dog over here. See over here? I started bringing my dog over here for a bit. Someone walked right out, see that sign? How you have to walk off the sidewalk? They kept putting orange peels there. Orange peels, if you read, are toxic to dogs, bro. So again, more toxic stuff to dogs. So am I paranoid? No. This person's obviously a weird psychopath, like Fatal Attraction, stalking me to death, bro. And I've had it. That's why I'm standing over here talking to a camera, making an idiot of myself. What else should I talk about? My brother had to fix my e-bike. I drove 2 minutes away from here, okay? So I went out with my mom for 4 hours to Costco. I think I live streamed that shit. So anyway, I come back and my bike, I drive it for 5 minutes. It doesn't work. It's going wah, wah, like all being all weird. So I bring it to my dad and my brother, and they open the seat, and the wires under the seat are melted. So a couple days before that, I tried to open my seat. There's a key part. My key wouldn't go in all the way, and there's all these scratches there. So something was bent, like someone has shoved a screwdriver in there. So isn't that weird, bro, that then the wires melt under there? So my brother fixes that, okay? My headlight works fine with the throttle and everything. So I go with my mom like a week and a half ago, and I come back and I drive my bike. Now when I turn my headlight on, the throttle don't fucking work, man. So now I have to get my brother to look at it if someone broke a wire and wrapped it around another wire. Because literally my batteries are dying right away too, which means there's a short, bro. So keep in mind, my brother just fixed all this. Him and my dad are really good at fixing things. My dad can build motors and cars and shit. He knows about all electronics. He's 70 years old, man. My dad has a $4.4 million property. It's commercial. It's mine, man. It's my brother's and mine and my half sister. I am not a poor person, bro. I might not have money, but my dad is rich as hell. My dad's getting mad that this person's doing all this to me. I shouldn't have to be awake right now, and the only reason the person ain't putting something out here is because they know I'm standing out here, because they're a coward loser, bro. My grandfather fought in World War II. He was in the army his whole life. My mother was born in Nova Scotia on a fucking military base. I was born in this city. I was born on March 21st, 1979, everybody. I have 2 horoscopes. I'm not an asshole. I'm being treated like an asshole goofball, bro. By a weirdo. I dare him to come out here and throw a beer can in front of my face. I'm going to stick it up his butthole, bro. No, sorry, I'm going to say, excuse me, sir, can you please pick that up? You're littering. And I walk my dog over here, and the alcohol is toxic to dogs and animals outside. Could you please use a garbage can? And if he tells me to F off, I'm going to scream in his ear hole louder than anybody's ever scream in his ear till his ear hole explodes. And then he's going to assault me. And then I'm going to call the cops and say he assaulted me. And I'm going to kick his ass, bro. Okay, mark my words. I'm not playing, bro. Do I look like I'm playing? Do I sound like I'm playing, bro? I'm not playing no more. People make me the blunt of their comedy show, huh? People treat me like the fent heads on Main Street, huh? The crackheads, the crystal meth heads who wander around like zombies hunched over. I don't think so. The only reason this person got away with doing this to me for this long is because I let him. I've been making videos about them over and over and over again, okay? So the only reason they get to harass me is because I let them. What don't people understand about that? Nobody's allowed to do shit to me unless I let them. Don't people get that? Nobody is allowed to do stuff to me unless I let them. Get away with it. Do you understand what I just said to you? So if I allow you to get away with bothering me, you'll be bothering me. because I'm doing it for a purpose, because I have meaningfulness about myself. I meditate for the last 15 fucking years, everybody. Newsflash. I'm not as stupid as you think I am, okay? Do you like my mask? I hand painted this werewolf mask, okay? It took like 4 hours, and then I put stain on it. Okay, this werewolf mask is for when I rent halls and I do horror shows in different cities. Don't people understand that? I have better things to do than be standing over here like a goofball, bro. Don't people know that I rented Market Square for a horror show with all these masks and my animatronics and all my stupid stuff I have? Or do you just think I bought all that stuff for fun times, bro? Don't people realize I make AI videos with my costumes and I take screenshots, and my cousin David is a professional painter and he lives in Fort Erie where my mother lives, and then he paints artwork for me, and then I laminate it, and then I sell it on the internet, you stupid boneheads who are wasting my time and my energy on nonsense. Does that sound like a crazy person talking? No. Sounds like someone who's pissed off. Because yeah, I'm really pissed off right now. I'm not a stupid asshole. I don't appreciate being treated like the goof of prison when this isn't fucking prison. This is the city of Niagara Falls where I was born and raised. I have family all over this city. Maybe people should check into who they're pissing off more. This is part for my social media. This is all acting. This is for fictional purposes only and educational purposes only. Oh look, there's more garbage on the ground. This person loves to blow their nose and say, hey, I'm going to blow my nose, right? I'm going to blow my nose. And then everywhere Jimmy walks his dog, it's going to pick up my snot rag, and he's going to have to pull my snot rag out of his dog's mouth and get my snot in his hands. Wow, that's a pretty ingenious thing to do to me. Too bad I don't let my dog walk near your dirty ass snot rag. Because I know if I walk by the dirty snot rag, my dog's going to eat it. And then I'm going to have to pull it out of her mouth before she chokes on someone's Kleenex snot rag that they've done that to me like over 10 times in like 6 months. Someone kept throwing joints right here. They thought it was funny because I walk my dog this way. So see, look, I walk my dog this way, right? So someone who works next door, obviously they wear nitrate gloves, or maybe someone's trying to frame somebody, right? They're trying to frame them. They decided, hey, I'm going to throw my nitrate gloves where Jimmy walks his little dog that likes to eat everything in the universe outside, and then I'm going to throw a little note there with a name written on it. It's probably not even the person's name who threw the note there, because this person's so smart. I have more than one person bugging me, get it? I'm not making it up, bro. I'm going to keep making videos about it. It's fun. It's for my content. I'm going to make money when they monetize this video, okay? I'm going to monetize you guys. Okay, I'm going to monetize them on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube. I'm going to put some sounds on DistroKid. I'm going to monetize the sounds because I make music. I'm going to put music on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube Sounds. Blah, blah, blah. 60 platforms on the internet. Who would have thought that? I put flute music and all kinds of shit on the internet and sell it for money, bro. Right? So I got time. I got time to walk out here looking for the garbage poop, dog poop bandit, bro. Right? I got time to walk out here looking for the dog poop bandit, bro. With my nice new flashlight. Do you guys like my flashlight I made? It's my werewolf flashlight that I made. Do you like it? You like my flashlight? How bright it is? Look at that. Imagine someone coming up to you and pointing that in your eyeballs and saying, hey, why are you littering outside? Don't you know it's against the law to litter? Are you going to pick that up, sir? It's against the law to litter. Didn't you know that? Look, you're littering on private property. Didn't you know that's against the law? Maybe there's a hunting camera in this tree somewhere and nobody knows except for me. Who knows? Only I know. Or the wise old owl. The owl goes, who could have threw this stuff here? Maybe the hunting camera in the tree knows. Or the wise old owl. Who could have threw the gloves there? See, normally I listen to other people's shit, right? For the last like 4 years of my life. I've literally been listening to people in the apartment building I live in, stomping on me, throwing garbage at me, messing with my e-bike, messing with my dog, messing with my life, messing with my food, messing with my money, thinking they're so important to me. Wow, that was all in one breath. I must not be stupid after all. Oh look, there's a poor skunk. It has a whole bunch of babies back in the shed back there. I feel horrible, bro. It's gonna get run over. I know it already. So literally my super let some skunk live in the shed and breed, and there's a bunch of babies in there because I seen the thing went in there like a couple days. It had birth in there. It's coming right now. I feel bad, bro. I don't want to freak it out. It's looking for food. Poor thing, man. And like you know what? I could see this person bugging me, poisoning this thing, bro. That's how diabolically evil they are. Nobody better hurt this skunk in this neighborhood. I swear to God, I'll be so mad, bro. Like, I love skunks, bro. You can think I'm weird all you want. Hey, you. Hi. Go, babies. Go to your babies, huh? Kick it. Fuck, bro. Yo, could you imagine being that thing? You know what I mean? You imagine being a skunk and everybody like hates you and they think you stink, right? You want me to tell you a secret? Most of the animals people run over, right? They do it on purpose. Or they're adjusting their radio. They don't pay attention. They're driving too fast. I've never hit an animal in my life, bro. I used to drive taxi. I used to drive cars all the time. I've owned trucks. Right? I used to like own trucks all the time. I worked for landscapers, driving trucks with big black trailers on them. I've driven $250,000 tractors because my brother works for John Vanderweyden in Fawn Hill. He's related to Joe Vanderweyden and Adrian Vanderweyden on Beaver Dams Road. They own a bunch of properties. They're friends with mass people. I used to work for the guy who owned the Sundowner. Who would have thought that? Because he knew my boss Adrian. And sometimes when we did construction, I would have to work with the old guy who owned the Sundowner. He died during surgery. They were operating on his butthole, I think. I don't want to get killed for saying that, but anyway. His wife got blown up in a house. Okay, so if you go up Lundy's Lane and you go around the bend there, there's a house. They were doing work and it blew up and she died and they thought that they murdered her, but no one could prove that. So literally his wife died, right? And then he died later on. So that's what happened to that guy. But he used to pass me stuff at, if you go on Stanley Avenue, there's a hotel and it's not finished yet. And I had to work there one time with Adrian and that guy, and he was passing bricks to me. He's a freaking billionaire, bro. So I did listen to him talk to my boss all day about like important shit. Didn't I say already I drove cab for like 4 years? I used to go to Toronto, basically all over Ontario, Sudbury, Windsor, Hamilton, St. Catharines. I used to go to Buffalo. I'd go over the border all the time, man. Niagara Falls, New York City. Do you know how many people I met when I drove cab? And do you know in the Fallsview Casino, there's this guy, his name's Dominic Zappia. He's in charge of a bunch of shit. I used to play soccer with him when I was like 12 years old. Who would have thought that? I played traveling AAA soccer with all the Italian people and all the little rich kids in Niagara Falls when I was younger. Who would have thought that about me, everybody? I'm just a crackhead weirdo crystal meth guy of the neighborhood. Yo, see all these little black dots and crap? I swear, it's like cherry juice, bro. That's another thing. That might be hydraulic stuff from the construction guys, right? See this stupid thing? But see all these things? They were crushing cherry skins and leaving them all over the ground right here. So if you read, like, my dog gets cherry skins, she has long fur, she'll lick her fur, she'll get sick, she'll be vomiting, bro. So again, of all the things to leave outside, why would you leave all this hazardous crap? That's why I'm making this video. And that's why I'm telling the entire neighborhood there's a weirdo around here trying to hurt people's dogs, bro. Because I'm allowed to. And if I get in trouble for saying this from the police, I'm going to tell the police why I'm acting this way. And they can investigate what is going on and all the fishy stuff happening around here. Like this flashlight shining in is pretty fishy looking. So the police can come along with their little flashlights, right? And their licenses, and their badges, and their bulletproof vests, and their guns, and their giant gang that protects people, and they can investigate to find out who's harassing the living shit out of me and my little dog who weighs 10 pounds. And I said all that in one breath. Just remember that. Without thinking about it. So yeah, basically this live stream was for educational purposes only. Don't take anything I'm saying seriously. So it's just that someone can relate going through a situation where they're being harassed by another adult. You shouldn't overreact and crash out because a person thinks I'm going to crash out like a Muppet head because they're the Muppet head, okay? Remember that. I don't know if Wendy's deliberately leaving shit by the door for 10 days to get reactions out of me on camera because people are going to sign some weird thing to get me evicted from the building because I'm scaring people. I dare you, bro. I am being harassed. The lady upstairs made up lies about me. She said I was smoking weed. It blew in her window. Wendy gave me trouble for it. Someone broke into my mailbox. No one told me if it was a mailman who did that to me. I told her son right away. All the mailboxes are open out there. What happened? Why is that like that? Then I said my mail is in the return to sender part. There's only one letter there. So literally no one's told me who did that to me. Now my mailbox is fixed. So if the mailman did it or she was cleaning or something, couldn't she just say, yeah, don't worry about your mail. No one's stealing from you. I get like credit cards sent to me, my government information, a bunch of shit, bro. So you could say, yeah, well, they blurred out the last digits of your SIN number. Well, what about my credit card numbers? So that's why I was worried about it. So I'm getting treated like shit, bro. I told them there's garbage. Someone keeps doing this by the door, like relentlessly telling them, because every day someone does that to me. I've had emails about putting a rock in the door like 5 fucking times, man, from the owner. I don't want emails from the owner. I signed a lease agreement, secure building. These people think this is a game? Do you know every time you put a stupid rock in the door, you're scratching the door, you're bending it, you're letting more bugs inside. You're making it an insecure building. You're disrespecting me, man. That means you're a freak. You're an idiot. You're not a man. You're a stupid moron head. If that person don't want to hear me say that, come beat me up. I dare you, bro. I dare someone to beat me up right now out here. I'll call the police on you. I swear to God I will. Okay, I'll shine my flashlight in your eyeballs and blind the living crap out of you. Okay? I dare someone to come out here and insult me, man. You go to jail. You like jail? Huh? You like jail? Is that cool? I'm gonna come beat you up, Jimmy, because you're talking crap about litter. You wanna go to jail? Okay, I can make you go to jail, bro. I know lots of police officers. They're the biggest gang in the city. They protect everybody. Okay, I'm a security guard. I used to hand all my guard reports into the police in St. Catharines, okay? So every time that I worked in the parking garages for like 5 years straight, morning, afternoon, midnights, right? And then I sold tickets for the Performing Arts Center, right? By myself, by the way, with nobody holding my hand, no boss around telling me what to do. For the last 10 years, I worked by myself. Okay, I worked all the parks in this stupid city where the pools were. F.H. Leslie, fucking, what's the other one? Mitchelson Park. Then there's Arad Street. Then what's the last one? There's 4 of them. I did all those parks for years, man, by myself, midnights. And I worked at Marineland. You know the job I got at Marineland? I got the rides operator breaker, the job that all the rides guy wanted, okay? I got that job because I'm the best. They all got mad at me. I did that job 2 years in a row. Then they sold fucking Marineland. So keep bugging me, fucking litter bugs. Like I'm an idiot. The only reason these people do this to me is because I'm allowing them to until today. Do this in front of me when I'm standing out here. I dare you. And that is a threat, bro. You're not allowed to litter. It's against the law. So whoever litters, I'm going to ruin your day by making you embarrassed and screaming at you. You guys like my new flashlight? It looks like a ghost, huh? It's like, woo, I'm a ghost. Ooh, I'm a ghost. That's actually kind of cool. Look at me. I am the ghost of Willoughby Drive. Boo. I am the ghost of Willoughby Drive. Oh, you guys didn't know I'm a YouTuber? I'm not talking to myself all the time. Half the time I'm making live streams, and you didn't know that. Good for you. What else should I tell everybody who knows everything about me around here? When I leave this place sometimes, I go play pan flutes and Native American flutes. I only have like 12 of them. And then I make trance pan flute music and all kinds of weird music for horror shit. Because I want to. Because I'm allowed to. If I want to walk up and down this sidewalk all fucking night, I'm going to. I wanted to get a video of this mask for an AI video, and that's why I was filming it. So I thought this would work good as a friggin' flashlight holder, my mask. Because it lights it up, see? Excuse me, I should go somewhere where it's dark, bro, and then take a picture of it. That looks cool like that. Bro. Like my flashlight I made? You know why I'm out here? Someone's like littering all the time. I'm gonna catch them. I'm gonna say, stop in the name of the community watch. I say, stop in the name of me. I'll say, excuse me, sir. Did you know you just littered that beer can right there? Huh? Look at everybody. What is this kind of liquor right here? It's called, it says Mike's Hard Cider Lemonade. Is that what it says? It says Mike's Hard Cider Lemonade, 7% lemonade. You guys didn't know I could talk in different voices all the time too? That's so I can get away with doing things and never go to jail. That was some Mike's Hard Lemonade back there, y'all. You know what else I can do, everybody? I can walk and make myself look shorter. Who would have thought I could do that? It's a talent I have. You know what else I could do if I wanted, man? I could wear a woman's dress and walk around and make people think I'm a woman, and then all of a sudden I'm not a woman anymore. Wow, isn't that funny? Everybody can make fun of me and say, hey, he's in a dress. He's a woman. But I'm not a woman, though. Then later, when something happens, I'll say, well, I'm not a woman, though, bro. What are you talking about? Right? Just like if you wanted to make a mask, right? You could literally take an old pizza or an old cardboard box and draw a smiley face on it and make a mask out of it. And then when you're done with the mask, you could go burn it in a fire pit somewhere and no one would ever know you had the mask. See how creative and imagination I have? I'm awesome. I was just explaining, if you wanted to make a mask, right? You can make it out of a cardboard box, draw a smiley face on it, and when you're done with it, you could burn it in the fire pit, right? Because it was free. It was just some cardboard box that was random that nobody even knew you had. Geez, see, I'm creative. I have imaginations. You guys like my imaginations, bro? You guys like how I'm the clown in the comedy show of my neighborhood now, and I'm like the hunchback mailman? Like when I was a little kid, there's a mailman, and all my friends would make fun of him. They're like, hunchy, right? I was the only kid saying, don't bug the mailman, bro. Okay, I was the only kid saying, don't steal the neighbor's Christmas lights. Don't shoot the birds with the pellet guns. I got A pluses in school. I played every sport in school. I played traveling A soccer. I could have went and got a fucking university scholarship for soccer, and my mom wouldn't drive me to Toronto because it was too far away. Okay, my coach was Dave Cromie. He used to coach Team Canada, and he wanted me to play with kids who were 16 when I was 13, and my mom wouldn't let me, or else I wouldn't be living in this neighborhood right now. Just remember I said that. Okay, I was the best player on my soccer team, bro. I have all the newspaper clippings. I used to get hat tricks every game. I would get 4 goals. I would get 3 assists every game, bro. I have all the newspaper clippings. I have trophies, medals, all kinds of shit. So I want the person bugging me, what have you done in your life that's productive to help anybody out of kindness, generosity, or being a genuine man grown up with a fucking role model towards little kids or old people and women? What do you do, bro? Oh, I know what he does. He throws beer cans to hurt my dog everywhere. He probably doesn't even have a freaking job, man. And these are literally the people that the super sides with over me. Just remember this shit. She sided with the last people over me. She evicted them. The guy stabbed the fridge everywhere. These people were throwing garbage at me. Their kid shoulder bumped me in the hallway, bro. He was like 12 years old. He bumped into me on purpose. In front of his mother, bro. They like stood side by side with like 5 kids and their mother walking towards me. They wouldn't even let me pass them in the hallway. Then I turn my body and the kid like bumps into me still. Because they got evicted from above me. Then they were living illegally up the hallway from me. I'm not even making this shit up, bro. They had like a faulty air conditioner dripping water on my e-scooter and all over me, and it gave me a scar on my arm. I told Wendy their air conditioner's not working right. Air conditioner has rusty ionized water in it that can give you skin diseases, bro. Why don't you guys read about that one? I was getting fucking mosquito larvae by my window. My bike was sinking in a puddle of water from the air conditioner, and Wendy didn't care. So I'm going to stand over here and annoy everybody if I want to. Because if I go in my apartment, the lady lets her kid do this at 6:30 a.m. on my head, bro. Every day for the last 4 months. For like 10 minutes, right? Every day, bro. And then the kid does that like 6 other times during the day. So that's normal? Like his mother can't say, hey, don't act that way? I used to be a little kid. My mom wouldn't let me do that in an apartment building with someone living under me. What if I was an elderly person in my apartment? What if I was someone with some kind of mental illness where little sounds scare me? Don't anybody consider that I am a fucking grown man? I'm a human, bro? Why am I being treated weird like I'm some reptilian shape-shifting weirdo alien when I am a grown man, bro, and I deserve respect? Like any other grown man in the universe deserves respect with his family and whoever he cares about, like his dog and things that he cares about. And whoever disrespects me is going to find out that I am not the one and you made the biggest mistake of your life, okay? Just remember that. The biggest mistake of your life, bro. I'm just warning this whole neighborhood. I have friends too, bro. I have lots of friends. Trust me, they don't come here. Because I don't want my friends